Hey everybody, it's Judy Clock here at Crafty Clock Designs. We're trying a new little name placement. Anyway, I hope that you're having a lovely day. I'm going to come to you today. I'm going to work with the new Country Bouquet. This is coming in our January to April mini catalog that will be available starting January 5th. And this is also the set that I will be featuring in my January workshop, which registration is open for right now. So you can register for the workshop featuring this set. I figured Valentine's Day is coming. Let's start getting those Valentine's Day cards done. I know myself, I need at least 4, 5, or 6 cards, for my family and various friends. And this is just such a pretty set that this is the one I wanted to work with. But I also wanted to challenge myself because if you're like me, you kind of struggle making those masculine cards. So I'm trying to challenge myself to use this set with a little bit more of a masculine focus. So today we're going to come with a very quick and easy project. We're using the Country Bouquet Designer Series paper. And we're just really going to let that Designer Series paper kind of carry the whole card. We've got just a little sentiment here. Just wanted to say Happy Valentine's Day. And I only wanted to use one color of ink. But if you notice, my hearts kind of look like they're 2 colors because we're going to stamp off the first set of hearts and then do the outline heart in full strength. So if you ever want to try to get different shades, but you've only got one color of ink, try stamping it off first on like a piece of scrap paper so you don't have as much pigment on your stamp, and then stamp what's left. It will be a lighter shade of your current ink, so it'll look like you've got 2 different colors of ink. All right, so let's go ahead and get started on this. So we're going to stamp, excuse me, I don't know why I'm so tired today. We're going to stamp on our inside piece. And we've got this little label that I've already die cut. And these are also new dies. These are the Something Fancy dies. These are coming in the mini catalog. But you get 12 dies, all different shapes and sizes. And I think it's a really nice set to add like sentiment labels to your cards. So this is also coming in the January to April mini catalog. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm just going to use our Balmy Blue. I'm going to keep it to the color of our Designer Series paper. So on this little die cut banner, we're going to stamp Just Wanted to Say. Okay, and this just fits. All right. So there we go. We have that done. Now I'm going to move that to the side for now. On my inside piece, I'm going to stamp Happy Valentine's Day. Now remember, just tap, tap, tap your stamp on the ink pad. You don't have to press very hard because you don't want to get ink all around our block and then have it get on our card. And again, don't rock it, just stamp it down and lift it straight up. All right. Okay, so now I want to stamp these solid hearts. Okay, but I'm going to stamp them. I'm going to get them really inky and I'm going to stamp them off. And then I'm going to stamp them on here. I'm going to do it one more time. I'm going to get them inked up. I'm going to stamp them off. Ooh, that didn't work really well. I'm going to stamp them off. That's not working for me. Let me do this. Let me put this under here. That will work. Okay. Now if I stamp it off, there we go. And then I stamp it up there. You see how much lighter it is? So now I'm going to come in. This is the outline stamp. And I'm going to just ink this up. And I'm just going to really kind of eyeball it. Hopefully that's a pretty good match. And now it looks like my outline is darker than my hearts, when actually it's the exact same color ink. But that's how you can sort of cheat and make it look like you've got 2 different colors of ink when you've really only got just one ink pad. Okay, let me hold that up so you can see. Can you see that? Can you see how it looks like the outline is darker than the filled heart? Okay, so that's it for our stamping. Let's get rid of our little Stampin' Pierce mat. But you can see the difference. Once you have that mat under there, it really does make a difference with those photopolymers. You get a much cleaner stamp when you've got that Stampin' Pierce mat. All right, so let's add this. Now, I did my sample card with crumb cake, but I wanted to go a little bit darker. So now we're going to try it with soft suede, and we'll see which one looks better. But I thought keeping it with the browns would help give it more of a masculine spin, as opposed to, I mean, we could have maybe gone with the green, the mint macron, but I just thought, you know, I love blue and browns together. So I thought, let's just try it, see how it comes out. Hopefully it will come out pretty good. All right, so now we're just going to put this there. And look, isn't that other side pretty? I love those bikes. But again, that was getting a little bit more in the hearts and flowers, and I wanted to keep it more towards a masculine feel. So I wanted just that, like the blue pinstripe, the blue and white pinstripe side up. Okay. And then this is just another little piece. And again, it does have the hearts on there, but it's a very small piece. We're only going to use about 1 inch. It's 1 inch by 4 inches. And we can either put it like down here. You can put it towards the middle. I might put it a little bit higher, maybe right there. Not quite the middle, but not quite down as close to the bottom as I did on the other card. So again, just play with stuff and see where you like the placement. So I think I'm going to put this maybe right here. And I'm just going to match up those edges because this is 4 inches wide also. Okay, now I want to add some of our linen thread. Now, I don't know about you, but if you ever take it off the spool, it's very wrinkly. So if you just take it and pinch it and run it through your thumb and your forefinger, voila, it will straighten it out and it'll be easier to work with. So I just want to make like a figure 8 with this. Okay, let's see. I don't need too much. Oh, there we go. That's about right. I'm just going to trim that off. Okay. Oops. All right. So now I'm going to put a little bit of Stampin' Seal on the back here. Okay. And I'm going to just kind of pinch this in a figure 8, and I'm going to put it down right on that Stampin' Seal. Okay. Now this one is too long. We'll trim that. But now I'm just going to add some Stampin' Dimensionals. And I think I'm just left with a bunch of corner pieces right now because I think I've used almost all of them. I think there's one more dimensional on there. But don't be afraid to use these edge pieces. These are still good. These work great. So I'm just going to put that down there. Maybe one there. And I'm going to put one right over where that twine is to help hold it in place, that linen thread. Okay. Let's get this out of the way. And I'm just going to put that right there. Kind of just off to the left a little bit. Let me trim this down. I don't like how long that is. Trim that down a little bit. Use my little bone folder again, make it a little bit better. All right, and that's it. So I'm hoping this is a more masculine feel for a Valentine's Day card. Let me know what you think. If you think this is, you know, sort of masculine enough. And again, I did it. This is crumb cake. This is soft suede. This one I put closer to the bottom. This one's a little bit more, just a little bit off center. So that's it. But you can do masculine cards with minimal supplies. Again, we just had one ink pad. We've kind of just stamped off to give us a lighter color for that, the filled in heart. And then we used it full strength for the outline. So again, it kind of gives us that feel of having a different color ink. So that's how you can really use just a few supplies and still create a pretty card. All right, everybody, that's it. I will be back on Thursday for a live demo at 7:30. Hanukkah started yesterday, so to all of our friends who celebrate Hanukkah, a very happy Hanukkah. If you haven't finished your holiday shopping, folks, you have like just a few more days left, so get out and get it done. All right, I'll see you all Thursday. Have a great night. Have a great night, everybody. Bye.